Hey, YouTube! How's it going? Welcome back to Chess Waiting Room. Welcome back to the Pioneer Isaac Alpha Plus. I'm going to do my run. I want to do some I'm pogged for some I'm ready for some chess. So welcome to some Isaac. So while I warm up the old larynxes. It is Thursday, the 31st of December. This is New Year's Eve, dude. I didn't even realise. Even though we talked about it literally last night in the group chat. I totally forgot that it was New Year's Eve tonight. Yeah, okay. We can talk about New Year's Eve in a minute. Let's talk about some other stuff. We did talk about it a little bit last night, but I can talk about it in my Isaac today. If Maria is watching this, I hope you. I appreciate you. I hope you're doing okay today. I want to talk about. Okay, so my Isaac. I'm just gonna say my Isaac, it took about 10 minutes to load, and it stopped responding about 3 times in that 10 minutes. So if we get some crashes today, we get some crashes today. Becco's doing his. He opened the game like right as I opened my game, so we're oh, Maria did yesterday's. Go Maria. She it looks like she died, but that's fine. I respect the effort. It's always nice to see Harp Queen herself on the boards. So yesterday I did the most me thing of all time that makes total sense given how the shape of this series has gone. I didn't record yesterday's, and of course I got literally my greatest score that I've ever got in my entire life. And I will talk about this run as I get into it a little bit, because as I was watching Josh's episode, he must have said like 3 or 4 times, oh, I wonder what Yeti did here. Oh, I wonder how Yeti's run differed. Oh, I wonder if Yeti got guppy. And every time he said it, I was like, yeah, I did nothing. I did 0 things of note. I just did the run forehead. I didn't do Hush. Obviously, Josh did do Hush, and that's a 55 point difference. So that's the difference there. Well done, Maria. Let's hop into today's run. Talk a little bit about New Year's Eve. It is New Year's Eve, and I feel like weirdly this year, 2 question marks. No idea what either of those things do. Well, I'll take this though. I weirdly feel like I don't really care this year. And I'm always a little bit in the middle with New Year's Eve, but this year, I feel like almost ironically, because considering how much of a, being the end of the year and everyone being like, "Yo, frick 2020," I'm like, I agree with that, but then I'm mostly like, I don't know, weirdly, and like because 2020's been so shit, I just like don't care about. I just don't really care about it. It is what it is. Things are just gonna keep going, But then I think I agree with as I said, we talked about it a little bit last night in the group chat, and I think I agree with Maria's sentiment this year. Ooh. She was saying about how she's not really a New Year, new girl type of person or whatever, something like that. But that this year she's just happy to see the back of 2020. I think I'm inclined to agree. I think for the most part, I'm not really someone who puts a ton of value on the new year or like crossing over, you cheeky fucker. Too much, but I think I appreciate the symbolic value of the fact that 2020 has been so shit for everyone, and that we're moving away from it. I think that's a good thing, and I think a lot of people I don't put too much value on it, but I think this is a good year to be like, I think any year, my general thoughts on it, and I agree with what Josh says about New Year's resolutions, about when people are like, hey, in like December or November, people are like, hey, my New Year's resolution is to be a good person. And it's like, hey, you could just do that now if you wanted. You don't have to wait till January 1st. Now it's going to change between the 31st and the 1st. You could just start being a good person now, dude. Even things like going to the gym. Ooh. Let's take the meat. Let's take the meat if you don't mind. So I'm going to kill myself here. I'm wondering if I want to take that heart with me. Yeah, sure. Oh, you fucking moron. You stupid, big, dumb idiot. I was supposed to pick that up after I died. Okay, well, never mind. We're not taking the heart with us then, is what's going to happen here. Okay, we'll take the key with meat. I'm kind of like, part of me's like, hey, but what if the card was a Hierophant card? Yeah, good point. I'm gonna hope that it wasn't, and we're just gonna go about our lives. Okay. Oh fuck! I forgot that it was gonna put me in here. Okay, so health tiny bit dicey here. I don't really like being at 2 or below at any part of a run, but our damage for basement 2 looking poggy. It's looking poggy. But yeah, so I'm a little bit like, but I also am like, okay, you know, some people, if you see the, okay, let's see where our key situations are at the end of the floor here. I feel like any opportunity to find some positivity in yourself, in your life, I think is a good thing for the most part. And as much as I don't really put a ton of value myself in the new year, I'm not going to be one of these people. You know, you see people on Twitter like, oh, people seem to think that, you know, when New Year's Eve, when 2020 ends, COVID's just going to disappear. And we're going to wake up on January and everything's going to be okay. Well, it's not. COVID's still going to be here. So you just shut up, honestly, please, please, please. Just let people have this. I don't know why you can't just let people be like happy about something. Yeah, okay, COVID's still going to be here, but like, I feel like if people use a lot of people can use this. It is just a day, but it's very much a symbolic day. And I think with anything like this, a lot of people are going to see no value in it, and that's fine too, because it's just a day. But then a lot of people are going to be able to find value in it. You know, a lot of people, you know, as much as New Year's resolutions, I'm like a big proponent of just having resolutions at any point. Just do whatever you want to do to better yourself, or to be a better person, or to improve your life. You know, don't wait around. But as far as I'm an idiot. I should have. There was another battery over there, dude. I should have got that before I came in here. You know, there's no point in waiting around. But if it gives someone the opportunity to you know, make a positive change and to see something positive and use that to make a change, I think that's fine too. I think that's positive too. Dude, the frame rate is awful. Oh, get out. Yeah, I'm not surprised. It took about 10 minutes to load stream I was over yesterday, and then Isaac also took ages to load. So it doesn't surprise me that it's performing like garbage here. So we can fly. We'll go back and get one of those bomb chests in a mere moment. In a mere moment. But yeah, so this year I think I don't know if I don't really have any New Year's resolutions off the top of my head. I know I said a couple episodes ago that I was going to talk about them at some point, but honestly, I don't think I'm worrying about it too much. I think I'm enjoying seeing the back of 2020, and appreciating the that sort of element of it. That's nice. That's gonna be nice. Oh, you know, COVID's not gonna go anywhere. Yeah, shut up. I know. I'm appreciating seeing the back of 2020. Careful. But I'm like, I think we just keep trucking. I think we've all done really well this year. I think we just keep trucking here. And I think if people have New Year's resolutions, apply them. That's awesome. But you know what, dude? We've all done great. I'm very proud of everyone. Everyone I know has done brilliantly this year. And I think you're all going to continue to do brilliantly next year, because you're all great people. I think it's pretty much what that comes down to. And if you have resolutions, dude, knock yourself out. And don't get me wrong, like, I've had times when it's been more positive for me. I remember a couple of years back, the end of 2018 was really, like, fucky for me. For reasons I'm not going to go into on camera, but I know that some other people know. It was really stinky. It wasn't good. It was very bad. And I remember at the time. Oh, okay, a little bit of a shield there. I'm not gonna say no to a little bit of a shield there. And I remember at the time, and it was like as much as I didn't really care at that time. The year ended so poorly. I was like, you know what? For this one time, I'm gonna try and do the New Year thing. I'm gonna try and like be positive about the new year. I'm gonna try and see it as a fresh new start. I'm gonna try and like think positively going forward. And I think that helped that year. I think starting being like, okay, 2019, everything's fresh. And I think I got up to a pretty good start in 2019. The start of 2019 was so infinitely better than the end of 2018. So even as someone who doesn't really put a great deal of value on you know, the switching of the days, you know, the refresh of the calendar, I don't know what is that Empty Vessel that does that? I don't really know what Empty Vessel does. I just know it can give you flight, which is why I took it, because of the tinted rock and the bomb chest that was on that floor that I wanted to get. I'll probably say blast damage if we don't get another charge here, which we're not gonna get. Okay. Bit of a tricky one. Just because you get the points from the bombs. Ah, he threw his bomb blocks my holy shot. Cheeky fucker. yeah, but I guess either way, let me just say you guys have a great New Year's Eve. I have no plans, obviously, because Manchester's in Tier 4 and we're not allowed to leave the house. So I obviously have no plans. You're only allowed to leave for food and like important medical appointments and work, and also a walk. But you're not allowed to mingle at all with any households, even outdoors. So obviously I have no plans, and I would hope anyone else, if anyone watching this is in England, which I don't think they are, stay the frickin' doors tonight, please. In your own doors, not just any doors. Please stay at home. And I hope everyone else is just following their local guidelines. And by following their local guidelines, I mean please can, you know, I think only Americans watch these videos, because it's just Josh and Jacob and occasionally Maria. In which case, I hope you guys I don't need to. You guys are all. You guys know what's up. You guys know what's up. So I don't need to tell you guys. But anyone who's watching, just. I'm not your mother. I don't know. And again, different local rules. I've you know. There's different local guidelines wherever you are. Please stay indoors, your own doors. Please stay inside of your own doors. Just like, I don't know, put some television on, put some Netflix on, get cuddly and cozy, and just relax. Just have a nice chill one. You don't have to, you know. Some people like to party, dude. I get it. But I feel like you can have a chill one this year, and you can be back partying sooner than ever if you take the hit on this New Year's Eve. Find someone to smooch. That's the thing that people do. And just have a good time. You can make a good. Make the most of it. Make the most of it. I don't think anyone's here. Oh god, my entire screen just went black for a second there. I don't think anyone's here tonight. My dad usually works past midnight on New Year's Eve, so I think I'm on me Todd tonight. I think I'm by myself. Depending, I don't know. It depends what happens, but I believe that. Yeah, my dad tends to work past midnight on New Year's Eve, and then I think last year my stepmom and my sister went to my stepmom's parents' house. So I think I'm by myself tonight. So it's definitely going to be a quiet one for me, which is good, I guess. I don't know. Maybe a little lonely, but that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, so that's New Year's Eve. If it's your sort of thing, I'm happy for you. You should go for it. If it's not your sort of thing, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I hope everyone's doing all right this New Year. This time of year is always tough for everyone. Winter, Christmas, New Year's Eve. Well, dude, let me just tell you, I'm here to say right now that I am here for all of you, all the time. All the time. I will drop anything to be there for any of my friends if they ever need me. Okay, we're just gonna do this now because I have a reroll. We may as well. But it was nice. It's nice to end the year on a not horrific run. I don't know if I'm gonna have like a particularly great score. Oh, that's the other thing I wanted to talk about actually today. Because Josh was talking about his episodes yesterday, and I've also been thinking about the same thing. Is the continuation of the series, or the state of the series. Of Isaac. Do we keep going? Do we not? And by we, I mean me, but as in he also was talking about it on his yesterday. And I was thinking about it as well recently, and especially with starting the chess series. It was okay. So I've talked before about how I started Isaac because. And at the time, we'd already started talking about the binding of Mandem, right? Like that was an ongoing conversation for a good few months before we started it, right? So part of it was for binding of Mandem practice purposes, because when I started the series, we'd like I said, we'd been mentioning potentially doing it for a couple months or so. So that's part of why I started my series. But the series has been going, I checked, it's been going for like 3.5 months now, right? So it's been a while. But another big part of the reason why I started it and why I still enjoy it so much is because I appreciate having the platform to just ramble a bit. I've not really had that with YouTube for a long time, where I can just talk about whatever. If I have an anecdote to share, I can do that. If I have, dude, this frame rate is rough. I can never remember what the blanket does. I took it on yesterday's runs. On yesterday's run, I can never remember what it does though. Okay. Let's just bounce here. Let's just bounce here. What was I saying? I can't remember what I was saying. Oh yeah, I like that I can, you know, if I've got like a discussion topic, if I've got like a bit I want to go down, I can just do it and I can just ramble. And the game is very much just in the background. I don't pay a ton of attention to the game or you know, I don't talk about the game that much. Every now and then we'll do like in that shop I was like, hey, here's the blanket. Yeah, sure. I'll take a secret room. I'm like, hey, here's the blanket. Hey, here's an ace of diamonds. I'll save this for when there's some stuff to turn into coins. You know what I mean? I don't talk about the game much because I'm not very good at the game, so there's not much to... I don't really have much to add, right? And I've said this many times, that they just wouldn't be... That's not what these videos are for, and they also just wouldn't be... I think that's not where my strengths are in these videos. I think these videos would be... not very entertaining if I just talked about the game, because that's not the point of them. So part of me is like, okay, that element of value is still there in these videos for me, because as far as the chest goes, if that's like the new bit of content that I'm introducing, so to speak. Ooh, hello, I didn't see you there. Sure, I don't even care, dude. Just give me 1 coin. If that's the new bit of content, that doesn't quite replace that. Because I feel like chess is something that needs a lot more focus and a lot more attention. So I can't really just launch into like a discussion topic. You know what I mean? During a chess video, because I need a lot more focus on the game. And if you guys know me, which you all do, my focus is very weak. My attention span is very weak. So if there's something like chess where it's like I need the focus, oh God, I can't wait to play chess. At least the frame rate will be reasonable. If the chess is, it needs focus, like I need to make the effort to put the focus in, right? Because otherwise I'll just be hella distracted. Fucking hell, man. This PC is going to kill me. Okay, let's just trash these guys while we've got the invincibility. Okay. Why is it 2 frames a second, dude? It's the Binding of Isaac. You can run the bind. Surely you can manage the Binding of Isaac. I mean, come on. Come on, this is hell. This is hell. I'm not having fun. I'm not having fun. I'm not having any fun right now. I just hope you... fucking... I hate it. I hate it so much. There's nothing else open, by the way. I have Steam, Isaac, and Streamlabs. And that's, like, my entire PC just is shit in the bed. It can't handle anything else. It can't even handle just these. It's not like I have Chrome open or, like, Photoshop. I have nothing open. I'm in hell! Ooh! Baby, wish me well. It's all a dream, just like a wishing well to give him hell. 'Cause you know that I live in hell. I live in hell. Oh, hell, boy, I live in hell. So, Book of Belial, Book of Revelations are both interesting, but I feel like I'm just going to keep the D6 here. But I just wanted to roll in case we get extra batteries on this floor and I can clear the books out and just get regular old items from it. That'd be pretty neat. That'd be pretty neat. But Bookworm's good though. I appreciate Bookworm. I'm a fan of Bookworm. The self-sacrifice room. Which I could here because we have a lot of health. So I could trash my health on that and then pick up Book of Revelations and then try and, you know, for the coins and stuff you get from that. I don't know if it's entirely worth it though, to be honest. So I think I'm just gonna not do that. And that's the other thing. And I think the fact that I've been able to keep it at such a background level, because that was my thing as well. Josh has said a lot about how the loop has come a bit repetitive for him, which is why he's thought about not just ending Isaac altogether, but he's thought about pivoting a little bit to doing like an Eden streak or some Isaac runs, so he can get back into the Zane a little bit and you know the free-flowing form of Isaac and not having to do the same loop every day of being like, okay, it's Mom, let's try and find a shovel or an AWAS, or okay, it's you know, it's the heart, let's try and you know, there's the same loop every day. Hey, it's an Isaac run, let's try and do Hush and Boss Rush, etc, etc. And I feel like that isn't as much of an issue for me because with the skill level that Josh is at, he's at the same, like he's at the top level, so he has to perform at that level, right? He has to go through that loop, and he has to, you know, do Hush every day, and he said he's sick of facing Hush, but he has to do Hush, because if he wants a good score. Now for me, obviously, it's not as much of a thing, because I'm still, like, any day I could just, like, get 2,000 or 5,000 or, you know, really low score, so I still have that element of, like yesterday I had a good run, and I pogged off because it was a good run. I didn't do anything particularly... Okay, why did he just... I took my hand off the keyboard to stop there, and he just, like, kept flying. That sort of, the kind of automation of the loop isn't quite there, because I still have to play the... I don't entirely know how I'm articulating this thought here. Or if I'm explaining this very well, but that element isn't necessarily the same for me, I guess. Aside from the fact that I never do Hush, as evidenced by yesterday, the fact that I could have had my first 40k score yesterday if I did Hush, but I still just didn't want to risk it. I'm not at the level to where I look at where the run's going and go, okay, so how do I make this run pog off? I just play the game. Which I think lends itself very nicely to the whole just letting it be in the background thing, is because I'm not trying too hard to accomplish anything. You know, I don't care about score, I don't care about ranking or placement or anything like that. I just play the game beforehand. Okay, come on, man. It's fucking Isaac, and I can't even like restart the game because it's the daily, so I'll lose. So I literally just have to put up with this slideshow. I hate it. I hate it so much, man. Also, maybe this could be another good reason why it could be a good opportunity to temporarily pivot from Isaac, if it's going to be like this on the regular now, because this is horrific and I hate every second of it. And this is a good run too, and I can't even freaking enjoy it because my PC is a slideshow. So yeah, so part of me is like, okay, maybe it's fine. Maybe I can just leave mine running, and whether we do dailies or whether I do normal runs or like whatever the case may be, that maybe it won't matter too much, because the game can still be that mindless background vessel for me. And honestly, if you're in the same loop, if you put a lot of value in that, the conversational aspects and the, you know, talking about stuff, then maybe even for Josh it's not too bad. Because if you look at NL, if anyone has just a mindless loop at this point, it's NL. But that's not what he does it for, because he does it for the conversational aspects at this point, right? Because he's seen and done really a second book of Revelations. Oh, is it because I didn't touch them and put them back down? I'm a big freaking dumb idiot, man. Okay, well that was a bit of a waste of the reroll there. I'm not gonna hold it against myself too much. But yeah, so that's why it's this dilemma of being like, well, I don't know, because I don't feel like I'm bored of the dailies yet. I don't feel like I've lost interest in the loop yet, or out like that. But I was just, because my thing that I was weighing up was trimming them a little bit, because as I said in the last episode, I was talking about this a little bit, the last daily we did. I was talking a little bit about being conscious of these videos being long, and like when they start to push the hour mark, or especially when they go over the hour mark, like that's a lot of time out of someone's day to watch the video, right? So I'm already conscious of that just for Isaac. So then to add in a chess video as well, which is then going to be like half an hour long, it's just a lot of content to put out, to put out every day. In terms of just like the sheer like minutes that I'm putting out. So I was weighing up doing like alternating maybe every other day. I could do an Isaac on some days, and then on some days I could do a chess, and I could alternate the two slightly. But then, and that was great in my head, because I still get, because I don't have stuff to talk about every day, right? That's become apparent. So it could mean the individual Isaac episodes would probably be better, because it's not like I'm trying to fill every single day with a topic. I only have to fill every other day. And then it also means that it's still sticking to that one video a day and people aren't being flooded with content. So I still get my fill for it. If I do have something that I want to talk about, I can still talk about it on the next Isaac day. And if I don't, I still have chess and stuff. I'm fucking sick of it, honestly. I'm just so sick of it. I mean, like, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous that Isaac is running this poorly. This game runs smooth as fuck on the Switch. My PC is getting shown up by a fucking Switch, dude. I love my Switch. Come on, man. Really? He's taking the piss a little bit. It's taking the piss a little bit. Like, what's going on here? It's not even... This room's preloaded. It just took that long to load these textures. Like, I mean, come on. Really? But then my dilemma with that was, this was what I was thinking the other day, and I was like, that's great, that seems like a good idea. And then yesterday happened when I didn't record the run, and I got the best run of all time. And now I'm like, okay, I'm going to get daily FOMO, because I'm still going to want to do the runs, especially if NSL keeps the spreadsheet going. I'm still going to want to do the runs, even if it's off camera, right? But then the problem is, with the dailies, they can flip like either way so easily. Streamlabs has also crashed in the background, by the way, so I don't even know if this is still recording. They can flip it, like, yeah, it's okay. So Streamlabs is entirely crashed, so I have no idea if you can even hear what I'm saying right now. They can flip either way so easily, so I can so easily not do a day and then get a great run and then feel bad about the fact that I didn't record that days, like with what happened yesterday. But then similarly, I could so easily start my Isaac run knowing that I haven't done one the day before and knowing that I've not got one the day after. And then I could get like a Judas run and then die 3 rooms in, and then that's it. And it's like a 4-minute video, and that's, you know, and then I've got stuff to talk about, and I haven't done one for a couple of days, and I'm not going to do another one for a couple of days. You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, well, I guess this was just a waste. You know what I mean? So I feel like it's, yeah, whatever. It's just that dilemma of being like, okay, on like, surface level, I could probably re-roll the shot more, but I'm not even too bothered. On surface level, I'm a bit like... I'm like, that's a good idea, right? But then... I don't know, man. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't want to get daily FOMO, but I also don't want to, you know, end up in positions where, like, I'm uploading limited Isaacs and you know, the stinkers hit just that much harder because it's not like I can just be like, oh, well, I'll just bounce back tomorrow. I would have loved to have made boss rush on this run, but it's just so fucking slow. I just couldn't pay attention to going quickly. Like I was thinking about it last floor, I was very ready to go for boss rush. And I'm still gonna try and beat Mom in 15 seconds. if that's at all possible. But this slideshow just killed me. Go, 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 go. No, I'm just going to miss it because my PC wants me to die. Ooh! Someone freeze frame that. And Pyro as well. Someone freeze frame that. So this could take forever if it's going to be slideshow mode at any point throughout this, which I imagine it will. That must have been like 1959. That maybe even... I thought I missed that. I thought that hit the 20 there. I'm not going to lie. I saw the 20. That's got to have been like as close as possible, right? Dude, you know what? We'll take it. We'll take it. Because I was about to be very upset that I just couldn't make it just because I was so focused on my PC going at 2 frames a second. That I just was not paying attention to the time, and maybe also I was losing time because of it, because I was like running into walls and shit and having to wait for frame rate to even out. I don't know. I'll take it. I'll take it. But yeah, but right now, so I know Josh mentioned about you know, on Friday they're giving the actual release date for Repentance, and he mentioned about, you know, it'd be a bad time, and this doesn't really apply to me because like for audience purposes, it'd be a bad time for him to. You know, if Repentance is about to come out and the hype for Isaac's about to pick up again for the first time in a few years, there's going to be an increase in hype. It would be a bad time to be like, hey, he's got an Isaac series going that people are enjoying, let's stop it, you know, while there's hype. When, on the other hand, if it's about to come out, he could keep this momentum going and then, you know, use this momentum both in terms of rust, like in terms of like being in the game and being in the groove of being in the game. Because obviously if he stops playing now, he'll have to like de-rust a little bit again when he comes back to it in a few months. But also in terms of like people watching him and people being in the groove of watching his videos and him being in the groove of putting them out and stuff. But then at the same time, I was like, yeah, okay, but it's coming out in Q2, which obviously could be like, you know, April 1st, or it could be like June 16th. And I'm like, okay, well, if he's waiting, if he's already having like doubts about keeping the series going, is he gonna want to still try and drag the series out for like 5 more months? Or at that point, is that enough time? Okay, I thought I was far enough away there, but that's fine. Or at that point, is that enough time that... Fuck, okay, pay attention, you're taking stupid damage here. Is that enough time that he could honestly, potentially, like, stop playing now for, like, 3 months and then still have enough time to come back, you know, with a couple months when the hype's starting to build, get back into the flow of uploading, get back into the flow of playing the game and be ready for it? And I feel like I'm in the same sort of situation, because I don't want to try and stretch it out and then just be even more burnt out. Get to a point 3 months from now where the Repentance is about to come out, and like I want to keep going because Repentance is about to come out, and there's no longer enough time to kind of take a break and come back. But also, if I don't, I'm just so burnt out that, you know, it puts you in an awkward position, right? So I think for now, I'm just gonna, at the very least, see what happens tomorrow, and see what the official date says. Right now, I'm not bored of Isaac at all. Let me just say that, if that wasn't already kind of apparent from what I have been saying. And I still very much value, I very much, I love, and you can tell, because how many times do I, like, finish a run and just keep talking? Like, I enjoy sitting here and talking, it's therapeutic. I know Josh has said the same, about his. It's a nice feeling, it's cathartic, it's a nice feeling to just sit and just talk. And I know for Josh there's the whole thing of, like, having such, like, a, you know, all the stress of work, and having, like, that time in the day where he can just sit and just play Isaac for a bit, and unfortunately half the time it's not even like he can just focus on Isaac, because he still gets bombarded with messages from his... I'm not going to say anything about his boss. Look, his boss doesn't watch his videos. I would be very surprised if his boss ended up watching my videos, but just in case, I'm not going to talk too much about Josh's work situation. However, he doesn't really get much of a break from work most of the time, but Isaac kind of kind of allows that to a degree, sometimes, depending on the day, and I think obviously I'm not entirely in the same situation there, but the general sentiment of, like, I like just having this time to just sit and just not have to worry about, like, anything, and I can just sit and talk. Also, we've taken like 1500 damage on boss rush. I really need to get better at boss rush. I'm very bad at it. It's nice to just sit down and just, like, talk and just not worry about whatever is going on, and just have, like, little bit of a ramble, and, you know, I've got a story to tell, or whatever the case may be, or just like a little something I want to go into, give my thoughts on. It's a nice thing, and I think I still value that. And as I said, chess doesn't quite offer the same outlet, because that's not really, like, the point of it, or that's not really what it's about. It needs a lot more focus, right? And as I said, for me, I like, focus isn't something. My attention span is not good. Not a lot gets my undivided attention. So something like chess that really needs it, I need to be in the mindset to give my attention. Because otherwise, like, straight up, I just don't, like, not a lot, like, yeah, not a lot gets it. Like, I don't even, like, even if I'm watching something on Netflix, I'm rarely just watching something on Netflix. I'm watching, like, I've been watching Peep Show recently. I've been watching Peep Show whilst I've been, like, playing Genshin, or whilst I've been playing, you know, whilst I've been playing Isaac, if it's an off-camera run, or, like, whilst I've been editing. Like, I don't even watch stuff for full attention. And I love Peep Show, and I still don't give it my undivided attention. It's like a running joke in Josh's Twitch tab. And I love Josh and his streams, and they come close. And most of the time I do pay attention. I do make an effort. I do pay attention to Josh's streams, because they're you know, there's stream and there's chat, and I very much enjoy Josh's streams. But sometimes the attention, even something like Josh's streams, which is something that I very much enjoy, and enjoy being a part of, and Josh is a very entertaining individual. And in fact, I was even thinking about it last night. I was like, I was thinking about how much I do kind of miss Josh's streams, and hopefully he's only a couple weeks away from getting back into them. That's very exciting. For two reasons, not just for the streams coming back, but it also means that he's very close to moving into his new home, which I'm extremely excited for him, and I'm very proud of both him and Maria for doing that, because it's a very difficult, stressful thing to do, to buy a house, like, ever. I said this yesterday in the group chat last night. It's an insanely difficult thing to do, and it's an insanely stressful thing to do for anyone at any point in life. The fact that they've had the most stressful year of both of their lives, and and the housing market has been an absolute shambles, and they still managed to pull it off is truly incredible, and I'm very proud of both of them. And I'm very excited for them both as well to be doing that. But yeah, but I was thinking about last night about how I do miss Josh's streams a little bit, which is obviously it's funny because it's not like, you know, part of Josh's streams is just hanging out with the friends. You know, we have the group chat and stuff, and we play Among Us, and we play, you know, recently we've been playing some other stuff. We played that game that I can never remember the name of the other day, where you draw stuff and then someone guesses, and then the next person has to draw based on the guess. And, you know, we play like Scribble and stuff, and it's like we hang out still. You know what I mean? If anything, we hang out more. We've been hanging out more than ever the past, like, I don't know, a couple of months, few months? Well, a few months. I guess that's not Josh's stream. That's more just a 2020 thing. Like, we hang out all the time. We talk for basically every day, right? In some capacity. So it's not like I'm like, oh, I miss Maria, or I miss Josh, because, like, we talk every day. But then something about it's just like, I don't know if it's just like the nature of the streams or what. I don't, but maybe it's just because Josh is just a fantastic, entertaining streamer. It's probably just that. He's a great streamer. And if anyone watching hasn't seen Josh's streams, incredibly unlikely. Incredibly unlikely. If anyone watching hasn't seen Josh's streams, twitch.tv/justjershing, please go watch them. Why can't I fly anymore? Oh, is it because I have a heart? That's lame. That's a little bit unfortunate. You know what? I'm not gonna get too upset about it. That's life. I'm happy to trade away the flying, and if I can get rid of this at some point, then I will. This heart. That said, I'm happy to trade away the flying for 6 damage. I'm happy to trade away the flying for 6 damage. I've come for the full clear. I'm a little bit conscious of full clearing, because on yesterday's run, it was a dark room run, and I went straight to the lamb. Like, I just found the straight path, and I got there, and I had like 34. I can't remember, it was 34, 35, whatever. But when I beat the boss, I was just over 1,000. Like 35,043 or something. And then I went to full clear, took some damage and lost 250. And then was like, oh shit, that's way more damage than I thought it would be. So then I gambler's fallacied it and tried to do the rest of the floor to try and make up that damage that I'd lost. I probably could have just given that guy some money, but oh well. To try and make up the points I lost from the damage, and then I got hit twice on the next room and lost 500 more, and then was like, yeah, okay, so I'm just gonna go get the trophy. So I literally, like, had I just picked up the trophy, I would have got like 700 points higher than what I did get. And considering I got like 36,400 or something, that would have put me over 37,000, which would have been very good by my standards. So I've learned my lesson a little bit on full clearing. I like the exploration bonus, and I think definitely on the early floors it's worth it, where you don't take as big of a penalty for damage. But definitely, you know, oh, you moron! I'm so mad. I'm so mad. But definitely on later floors, like Cathedral, Chest, Dark Room, Shoal, if I beeline straight to the boss, I'm probably just going to take the trophy, or go down to the next floor, rather than risking taking, as I said, 700 damage for no reason. I think we're going the wrong way here. Nope. Go me. Ooh, I'll reply to that afterwards. So yeah, I don't know what I was saying. I've forgotten. I was talking about Josh's stream. What was I saying before Josh's stream? Oh yeah, my attention. Look, it's not something. And when we play together, when we have our evening sessions, whatever the case may be, whatever we happen to be playing, that gets my attention. The gang gets my attention. for the most part. And although that said, even then, you know, if we play Among Us, definitely, I've said this before actually, definitely as the night goes on, but even Among Us, like I don't, like when we play Among Us, we it's kind of like we use it to kind of hang out, right? It's not like we're doing it like the streamers do and we're like, okay, everybody mute, and then you come back and everyone's just like, oh, I saw this person, and like we're just having a conversation and Among Us is happening in the background. And then if there's ever a situation where I'm imposter and it comes down to like the final four, I'm like, okay, let me switch on, let me just pivot to, let me switch on Among Us mode slightly just to make sure I win this. But for the most part, and there was one of those the other day. It was Josh, it was myself, it was Spink, and I can't remember who the fourth was. And I was the imposter, and Josh knew that I was the imposter. And sorry, Josh, if you're watching this right now and you're having flashbacks to this. Josh, he knew, and I don't know why he knew. I just can't remember the context. He knew that I was the imposter. He was right. I was the imposter. Spink did not know. So I went, okay. I've not been paying a great deal of attention this game, but this has come down to it. The fourth person was voting Josh for whatever reason. Josh was voting me. The vote came down to Spink. All I'm saying is, the Dream Team is undefeated, both in reality and also telepathically speaking. Josh was not a happy bunny. But that was one of those ones where, like, that was probably the only point, like, that night where I'd, like, really focused on the game. And it was not like I'd been paying attention the whole time. It was like, okay, if the situation calls for it, let's pivot. Let's dial in. Let's get this dub, you know what I mean? But yeah, this is what I was saying about that, is because, like, I struggle to pay attention, and I feel like I talk less in the game. Which, you know, when we have like a full lobby, like recently, we had a full 10 for most of the night on Monday, and even when we didn't have the full 10, there was still like 8 or 9 of us for pretty much the whole thing. So it's not too much of a big deal because obviously, you know, it's the call's the call, and we keep using chat because of our good friend Jacob Not So Livid, who is unable to join the calls. So we still try and talk in the chat as well, so that he can see. But then I always feel bad for Jacob, because as the night goes on, I get so much more just focused on the call. I forget to like type in the chat, just because I kind of zone out of the game a little bit, and I'm mostly focused on that. And as I said, when there's when we have like a full lobby going and there's 9 of us or 8 of us in the Discord call, it's not as big of a deal, because even if I'm not talking, other people will be talking in the chat. And similarly, if I'm focused on the call, most people are in the call anyway. But I struggle with that multitasking, and that's on a simple level. That's just like having a conversation and playing Among Us at the same time. But technically, I don't know. It's 2 conversations, I guess, because it's you need to have the conversation. Like there's the conversation of whatever you're talking about in Discord, whatever, like, you know, whatever the conversational topic is, and then there's a second conversation of the game and keeping track of the game and like keeping track of where everyone was and what everyone was doing, etc., etc. So I guess that is like an interesting, like, it's 2 conversations technically, but at the same time it's like, oh, you're talking to someone in Discord and you're playing a video game. Like, is that difficult? Yeah, it is for me. And that's why I definitely I do struggle sometimes to keep dialed into the Among Us discussions. And there have definitely been times, as I said, when there's a full lobby, this isn't too much of an issue, because you know, you're talking anyway. But there have definitely been times when we've had, like, you know, 4 or 5 in the Discord call, and then we filled the rest of the lobby with randoms, and then someone will start blaming me or calling me out for being quiet, and I just don't even notice. And then Maria's like, hey Reese, defend yourself a little bit. You might want to defend yourself a little bit. And I'm like, oh shit, yeah, there's a video game happening. Yeah, my attention... I guess all this to say, long story short, my attention span, not very good. Is basically what I'm getting at here. Okay, that was close. That's basically the gist of what I'm getting at here. I'd love some health. Okay, I'll take a blue Larry. Thank you. Just gonna Salamanca a little bit on this one. Just gonna a little bit of Salamancage. There you go. So I'll be trying chess, and basically what that means is chess will not be getting anecdotes or, you know, hey, would you eat a worm? You know, that sort of thing is not going to happen in the chess videos, which is why I'm like, hey, I kind of want to hate this room, 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 hate this room. I was so close, which is why I kind of want to keep this going so I can still have something to have those moments. I feel like, you know, like, where am I going to have these moments if not the Isek videos? And I feel like that's my brand, you know what I mean? Because I'm not good at chess either. But at least with Isek, it's like, okay, I'm not good at Isek, but that's not what that's not what I'm here for. That's not what I'm here to do. Okay, just pay attention here. It's not what I'm here to do. I'm not here to put up, you know, the Josh scores. That's what Josh is here to do. And you should watch him. He's very good. Watch his chess videos too. I'm also going to shout those out in my next chess episode. Bro, didn't even see that was there. Okay, so we're not going to beat this run, unfortunately. Which is a little bit sad. Oh, it's only 2 Isek. There's a chance. I think we're not going to beat this run. Because we're 1 hit away from death here. Okay, well, we're 2 hits away from death here. There's a chance I'm not good at Isek. I'm very bad. It's almost a meme. I know, like, when I talk about how I much prefer Darkroom, I much prefer Darkroom. Like, I'm not. I promise I'm not memeing when I say the Darkroom stuff. I genuinely just struggle with Blue Baby and with Isek. As Josh said yesterday about that, when he said so it was Darkroom. He said it's Yeti's bread and butter. It is. I prefer Darkroom. I'm not very good at Isek. Okay. Right. Okay. More messages. That's fine. So my thing now, I have this dilemma of, do I try and go and look for another Spirit Heart? Or, like, what if I take a hit and then I have to do it with 1 Spirit Heart? Or what if I just die out there? Spirit Heart? Okay, we can hit the secret room as well. Ooh, interesting. Okay, take your time. Please, for the love of God, do not get hit by one of these stupid fires. Okay, take your time. I would love a Spirit Heart. And then we'll go and hit the regular secret room, because I can reach that too. Probably won't get any Spirit Hearts out of it, but I'll get points out of it. Ooh, that, I think, does nothing for me. Basically, because we have Flight. That doesn't give Spirit Heart, does it? Because is that the one that says... the tagline is Fate's Eternal Reward? And I feel like Fate usually means Spirit Hearts. Oh, the item's called Fate, right? Let me check. I don't usually like to do this. I know some other people do this have been doing this in their runs, so I feel less bad about it now. But I just feel like it takes a while. But I'm just going to check. Binding of Isek. Fate. Because if this gives a Spirit Heart, I want it. Is basically what it comes down to. Binding of Isek. Fate's Reward. Fate's Reward is called. No. No, it's not. This isn't Fate's Reward. Shit, what is that? Ah, what's that thing called, dude? Ah, fuck, I don't know what that item's called. I hope it doesn't give a Spirit Heart. What's this? It's a little chest, apparently. Oh, I'm going to be pissed if I find out that thing gives a Spirit Heart. What is it? What's it called? What's that item called? I thought that was Fate. I thought that was Fate. Or Fate's Reward or something. I don't know. Spirit Heart? A little bit of a Spirit Heart? No Spirit Heart. But I appreciate the extra points, though. From the secret rooms and the second secret rooms. Can I get a Spirit Heart, please? Or an Eternal Heart. I'll take an Eternal Heart. I'd lose Flight, but it's not like I need it for the Isek fight. Fuck it. I may die here, which will be a shame. I'm so bad at this fight, man. I'm so bad at this fight. Oh, I hate it so much. Oh, I hate this fight so much. Oh, I hate this fight with a burning passion. He's so close. He's so close. He's so close! Poggy! Run! Take it and run! Okay, we'll take that. I feel good about that one. 226. That's obviously it's still relatively early in the day. We're only 4 hours in here. That's good. I'll take that. I'm happy with that. Did Becco finish his run? Poggy. Yeah, I'll take that. I feel good about that one. To have beaten the run. I don't know if there was you can get down to chest somehow or whatever. I don't know, man. I'm not really bothered. I'm glad the frame rate got there eventually. Yeah, we'll take that. I'll take a little. I'll take a little. So let's just have a look where things were looking overall here. 40. So there was 40,000 pluses. So there was definitely. Obviously, Hush was one thing. So what did I get? 31. So I put something like 36. I took a lot of damage. So I'm wondering if there was a way to get all the way down there. There must have been. Oh, or maybe a dark room. Maybe people did when I was talking about the self-sacrifice. Maybe people went to the dark room and got extra points. So I feel like dark room isn't worth it when it's only the one extra floor. I feel like dark room's what you want if it's a mom's heart run, right? Because it's like 4 extra floors or whatever. I don't know. I'll be interested to see how Josh fares today if he finds a seam. But yeah, I'll take that. That's 2, especially considering this week started so horrifically. I'll take that one wasn't terrible. But yeah, okay, so it starts. Okay, yeah, so 5,007, 4,000. So this week started pretty rough. So to even it out a little bit, to get a couple decent scores, I'm happy with. I'm glad we got the boss rush. That was a little tight, but I always feel good when I'm able to. I always feel good when I'm able to beat a run, but especially when I'm able to beat a run with boss rush in it. I usually feel pretty good about myself for that one. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys have a truly wonderful New Year's Eve. There'll obviously be a chess video up tonight. Well, hopefully I'm about to record it now, unless someone comes home midway through the video and I scrap it. But I imagine there'll be a chess video tonight, assuming my recording right now doesn't go wrong. So that'll be out in a few hours. I don't know when, because I said that I was going to put the Isaac's up at 6 my time and the chess is up at midnight. And I don't know if I want to put a chess up like at midnight on the dot of New Year's Eve. Like switching over. So maybe I'll put it up at like 11 or something. I'll put it up a little earlier. I don't know. Either way, I'm sure people are well, no, you shouldn't be busy, actually. Hopefully. I don't know, but I mean, I'll talk to you guys later, probably. I'll probably hit the group chat at some point. Send some well wishes, if conversation doesn't naturally spruce between now and then anyway. But but to anyone else who happens to be watching this, who I hope you all have a great New Year's Eve. I hope you're all very, you're safe tonight and do your bit to not contribute to the spreading of. Yeah, you know what's up. Okay, I'm gonna pivot to chess because I want to play some chess. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys have a great New Year's Eve. I love you all, and I will see everyone in a fresh new year of Isaac Baby. Right, it's been real, guys. Later. Bonk. Ah, motherfucker. It crashed again. Never mind. I've got to keep talking. Oh, woohoo! I was just reading about how the United